Muy buena gente. Pues seguimos con The Witcher 3 y habíamos quedado en ir a buscar a Triss, que ya va siendo hora, la verdad. Así que vamos para allá a ver si la encontramos de una vez. Lo que pasa es que este tío creo que nos pedía una contraseña y creo que no la tengo. No sé si inventármela o pagar.
Oh, my old friend there.
Heard this place was a meeting spot for oddities.
Heard right. Know the password, get him free. Don't know it, gotta contribute to the Grove's upkeep.
Don't know the password.
Pay up then.
Era poco, así que le pagaremos 50, venga, va.
Catch.
You may enter. Oh, right after you leave me your weapons. They'll be safe in the locker.
Hostias. No contaba con esto yo, dejar las armas aquí, ¿eh? ¿Qué pasa si le digo que no? ¿Que no podré entrar o qué? Voy a probar. Es que no quiero dejar las armas.
Not in the habit of parting with my swords.
In that case, we must part. Sod off now.
¡Oh, hijo de puta! Pero devuelve el dinero, cabrón. Mierda. Pues nada, habrá que dejar las armas. Otra cosa no se puede hacer.
Oh, my old friend there. Oh, right after you leave me your weapons. They'll be safe in the locker.
Bueno, al menos no tengo que pagarlo otra vez, ¿eh? Venga, va.
Fine. Make sure you don't lose them.
No worries. Be waiting for you once you're done with the king.
Todo sea por Triss, macho. Todo sea por Triss. Vale, reúnete con el rey de los mendigos. Cabrón.
Plow the fuck off.
What ails you?
Picked him as well.
Oh, ahí está Triss, por favor. Por fin.
About time we made something clear, sorceress.
Yes, high time.
Me and my men will manage just fine without the help of you or any other mages. But you, well, without our help, you're sitting ducks for the temple guard. Who do I spy?
Geralt?
Oh, qué guapa.
Hey, Triss.
See you
Esa
two
miradita
know each
buena.
other. See you two know each other well. I was curious whether you managed to find me, Witcher.
Your spies tell you I was looking for the Putrid Grove?
My skull would be a home for bottom-feeding river fish if I didn't keep an ear to the ground. And please, Putrid Grove? Ugly name for our cozy little hideout, wouldn't you say?
Vamos a ver. El tío es el rey de los mendigos. De mendigo no tiene nada, el cabrón.
So what would you call this dive?
Dunno. The Garden of Liberty, maybe?
For a man who shakes down beggars and thieves for tribute, you're quite the romantic.
You say tribute, I say taxes. You say thieves, I say hard-working street clerks. See, Witcher? I've got plans. Big plans. Far-reaching plans to reshape this city head to toe.
Ever thought of seeking a seat on the city council?
City Council is a puppet troupe with the hierarchy of the Church of the Eternal Fire as its puppeteer. Until recently, that is, when Radovid and his witch hunters took the reins. The semblance of power don't interest me.
A man with a vision.
One day, the so-called free city of Novigrad will be truly free. But before that can happen, we got to rid it of superstition, farting around about the hallowed essence of the eternal fire. Nonsense for kiddies.
Apparently not. Cheering crowd at the execution. Mostly adults.
Any crowd of rabble will cheer to the stench of burning flesh. But one day, folk will understand the eternal fire's naught but a leash around their necks. They call this place the Putrid Grove, but it's the rest of Novigrad that's putrefied. This here's the last bastion of normality, sanity, reason. I'm actually glad someone like you's found his way to our city, because it will be our city one day, Geralt. Mark my words.
Yours, plural.
Yeah, mine. And me friends. But that's a tale for another time. For now, I'll leave you two alone. Because I can see, well, you clearly need it.
Geralt, I have a lot of things to take care of in town.
I'll be glad to tag along.
Qué guapa, Triss, tío. Guapísima.
What's your arrangement? He using you?
Helping me to survive, actually.
6 months ago, if somebody said Triss Merigold would be working for a Novigrad criminal, I'd never have believed it.
6 months ago, Triss Merigold partied with someone very dear to her and had to stop anew. Hasn't turned out like I imagined. Come on.
Madam Sorceress. Beautiful as ever. Damn shame to part.
Don't fret. Bound to be back soon. Nice to hear a few kind words, but my friend needs his weapons.
Course, I got 'em. Said I'd have 'em, give 'em back. So I'm giving 'em back. Here's your junk.
Thanks.
You watch out for yourself, miss. Novigrad's not what it used to be. Not a city for you.
I take it you're in Novigrad on important business.
Important doesn't do it justice. I'm looking for someone.
More precisely?
Young woman who's like a daughter to me.
Her? Here? No, impossible.
She was here. There are witnesses, evidence. Was hoping you'd heard something. You've been here a while. I need you to help me find something, anything, a trace.
I'll do everything I can, of course. Who might know more?
¿Pero dónde me llevas, Triss?
Well?
¿Una arbolistería me llevas, macho?
Hello, Klug. Managed to get those magic incense ingredients?
Yes, somewhat with difficulties, you might say. I was walking along the canal with a sack full of goodies for you. Looked up and spied a trio of temple guards coming the other way.
Get to the point, Klug. No time today for one of your long stories.
Wait! A sack full of magicalities and they were coming straight towards me. I don't easily frighten, but I felt a cold sweat on my arse, I did. I'm afraid I had no choice. I dropped the sack in the water. I had to. When asked why, I claimed it contained a dead cat.
Vale, vamos a tener que ir a recogerlo, seguro.
I need that package, Klug. I've got a contract.
It must be on the canal bed. Luckily, it was heavy enough to sink. I'm sure it'll turn up if you search.
You expect me to pay you, then dive for my goods into that ice-cold filth?
I can do that. Where'd you toss the package?
Near the crane. Second bridge in from the harbour.
I didn't expect such devotion.
Wanted to freshen up anyway. Let's go.
Stop. Hear that? They've come for us.
The fall didn't break until I began to prick his heels.
Every man's got his sensitive spots. Interrogated a mage once. Pain couldn't touch him. Tore off his fingernails, crushed his bollocks, nothing. Turned out, he was devilishly ticklish. I placed a beetle on his belly and set a mug atop it. Damn near went mad.
We were lucky this time, but you'd best leave via the sewers. The trapdoor's in the floor.
Take care of yourself, Klug.
Vale, pues vamos a buscar el paquete de Triss, que ya me lo pagará en carne. La trampilla será esta, ¿no? Hostia, sumergidos aquí, ¿en serio? Ahí está mi Triss. Hostia, ¿cómo tarda tanto en morir, macho? Hostia, puta, ha tardado mucho en morir, ¿no? ¿Y esto es rojo?
Free City of Novigrad. Name actually used to mean something.
Vale, vale, una entrada secreta.
Just came here after the massacre at Loch Muin. Thought they'd be safe from Radovid's reapers. Instead, they jumped out of the frying pan into the fire. But Novigrad stands on top of a mountain of coin, and winning a war takes three things: coin, coin, and even more coin. That's why they're exterminating mages, confiscating their property and possessions. And they'll go after non-humans next. The elves occupy slums, but the dwarves practically... Judging by what Klug said, the parcel should be around here on the bottom. Unless the poor man was mistaken. He's been forgetful ever since Manga interrogated him. Seems to be suffering from a persecution complex, too.
Current must have carried the sack seaward. I'll swim towards the port. Coming with?
Maybe some other time.
Don't know what you're missing. Water's thick with pungent oils. Guessing it'll do wonders for my complexion.
Oh, este Irán y sus chistes. ¿En serio tengo que bucear hasta el mar? Vale, ahí hay un paquete, dos. Coño, lo he visto aquí brillando. Ah, vale, allí. No creo que sea esto, ¿no? Tan fácil. No, no es, pero me sirve bastante. Eso es espino cerval.
Save me. I'm dying.
lo veo, ¿eh? A ver, desde aquí arriba. No veo nada, solo veo plantas, plantas y plantas. Y tiene que estar aquí en este circulito amarillo, no creo, ¿no? A ver si estoy haciendo yo el gilipollas y me lo he saltado. Vale, vale, a ver si me lo he saltado, tío. Míralo, es esos rojos. ¿Eres gilipollas? Cógelo, Gerald. La madre que parió. Joder, pues menos mal que he ido para atrás, porque si no, yo me iba a palmar ya. Madre de Dios. Toma, cariño.
Find the parcel? Or did you get wet for no reason?
Nothing like a refreshing swim in a filthy canal. Found a few fish, a rusty anchor, the carcass of a boat. Oh, and this.
My package. Hope the contents aren't soaked through. Oh, you're a doll.
Seem to be in your element.
Still remember my elements? How I use them?
Pero no lo entiendo. Esta mujer no sabe nada de Ciri. Entonces, ¿cómo nos va a ayudar, macho?
I've recovered my memory completely.
Good. That should stop people from taking advantage of you.
Someone's been taking advantage of me.
I have, for one.
I've never even intimated.
We need to hurry.
Es inmenso Novigrado, pero inmenso, inmenso.
Greetings, sorceress.
Greetings, Brandon.
I didn't expect you to bring company.
Is that a problem?
By the eternal fire, no. I'm surprised, that's all. Together, I expect you resolve things twice as fast. You've the look of true experts. But I'd prefer you not to tarry and begin.
Triss, you and Brandon here. You've agreed a price?
We settled on a full coin purse.
Brandon & Co. is a serious outfit. We've the largest granary in all Novigrad.
Don't much like merchants who flatter with cheap praise before the job's done.
That was not cheap praise. I was merely stating a fact.
So am I. I want you to pay in full in advance.
I'm afraid that's impossible.
Then trap your own rats.
Well, now I know why she brought you along. Fine. A full purse of Novigrad crowns as proof of my goodwill.
We need to place these crystals around the granary, near anything that looks rat-related.
Vale, pero pero todo esto para qué, Triss? No me lo has explicado, hija mía. Coloca trampas para ratas por el almacén. Usa tus sentidos de brujo para guiarte. ¿Pero me has explicado para qué?
I'll cover half the space. You take the other half. Look for evidence of rat activity.
Thing is, I know what evidence of manticore activity looks like, but rodents?
Geralt, we'd both rather be somewhere else. I'd rather be sitting in a royal council meeting. But they killed my king.
¡Qué pedazo de ratas, por favor!
And droppings.
Dios santo, tío.
I'll cast a spell and the rats will leave.
Can't do that without sprinkling incense? Don't really feel up to looking for rat shit.
Stop whining.
¿Pero dónde hay que colocar las trampas? Ah, vale, coño. Vale.
Looks like a good spot. I don't like that guy.
Brandon? I don't either. He's much too fat.
Can't help but agree. But no.
¿Ya la has
Notice
colocado?
how he didn't try to haggle?
Must really want the rats out.
Triss, he's a merchant. He makes his living by haggling.
If I worried about that sort of thing, I'd starve to death in this city.
Vale, otra aquí.
A master monster slayer in the world's largest city. Looking for rat shit. Jeez.
Triss, ¿tú no pones ninguna o qué? Y allí la otra, seguro. Vale, pues he terminado mi trabajito, amiga. Esto me lo tienes que pagar, ¿eh?
Get ready for some magic fireworks. Once I activate the incense, we'll have a moment to talk. Well? Now we wait for them to scurry away.
Interesting method. Never had much luck with rats. Once I hit one with a fork in complete darkness, trying to show off my witcher's senses. Masterful throw, really. Problem was, no one else saw it. How could they in the dark?
So, what do you think? Rat catcher? It's a long way to fall from being advisor to Temeria's king.
I'm just glad to see you safe and sound, and...
Reconciled?
Me alegro de que no nos guardemos rencor. ¿Por qué, eh? Si no pasó nada, ¿no? En The Witcher 2.
I was worried about seeing you again. Doubted it could be pleasant.
We said everything there was to say 6 months ago. I don't want to go back to that.
I'm not going back to it. It's just... It's one thing to say something, it's another to actually do it.
We promised to remain friends. I hope nothing will change.
Ah, vale, ya me acuerdo.
So, tell me how Yen's doing?
How do you know I found her?
You didn't answer my question. How's Yen?
She's fine.
That's good.
Asking about anything specific?
Never mind. I got my answer.
No te pongas celosita, hombre, cariño.
Well, well. Are lovebirds having themselves a little chat instead of working?
The job's done. Geralt, those are...
I know who they are, Triss.
My friends begged me to notify them if I encountered a mage, sorceress, what
¡Hijo
have
de
you.
puta!
Didn't have the heart to refuse.
It's a trap, Geralt.
¡Qué cabrón!
Staying from the start.
Al menos me pagó al
If
principio,
these
menos
boys
mal.
are here to help us kill rats, they're late. You paid up front and got what you paid for. Not half a rodent left in the granary.
I paid in advance because I knew I'd recover my coin.
such is life for sorceresses in Novigrad these days.
I can see that and I don't like it. So here's what I think. The hunters have come, and now they can go.
They'll do no such thing.
All right, we've talked. Do what you gotta. Just remember, I can't help but get in your way.
Heard enough from this horse, son.
As have I. Neither is to leave here alive.
Looking for a bruising?
Pues nada, luchemos. Vale, tranquilidad. ¡Oh, hijo de puta! Bien, Triss, bien.
Bastard hired me on the assumption he wouldn't have to pay me. Duped and tricked. If not for you, we need to find Brandon.
Aquí ni nada, ¿no? No lo he registrado antes, no ha salido nada brillante, así que... En principio no hay nada. Vámonos, Triss, por el cabrón ese. ¿Qué pasa, cabrón?
Good sir, no. They forced me. Had I not told them, they'd have set fire to my home, my warehouse. The mage hunters know no mercy. Spare me, good man. Be not like those murderers.
Shut up. I should kill you. Thing is, you'd be no good to anyone but the gulls as a corpse. So you'll live and pay us double. Now.
Fine.
Será cabrón el tío.
Get.
Thanks, Geralt.
You should try to keep better company.
He was still better than some mages. You know, I've been thinking who might know something about Ciri. And I just got an idea. There's an Oneiromancer in town, Corrine Tilly. Very capable, supposedly.
Never trusted in Dreamer's abilities myself.
Corrine's been very effective. You should at least try. She's taken a job close by. Follow the canal away from the fish market. The house is near the first bridge. Its owner, de Jonquier, is a rich banker.
Not coming with me?
I've got some things to take care of.
Another rat-infested warehouse?
Not exactly. Nothing even remotely satisfying. Such are the times.
It was nice to see you again.
You too, Geralt. You should go now, before Corrine goes back into hiding somewhere.
What if I want to find you?
I live in the Bits, near the fish market. Stop by.
Te la haré. Te haré la visita. Tenlo clarito. Te visitaré, amiga mía. Vale, pues seguimos con la historia porque no he hecho nada. Hacia allí. Buah, esto es grandioso, tío.
Just passing by, wanderer? Or do you seek something specific?
Who's asking?
Rudolf de Jonquier. Of those de Jonquiers, yes. My ancestors laid the foundations of this city. I now own its largest bank.
Didn't need a recommendation. Name would have been enough.
Father always said, all ought to know your merits, son. Don't hide them under a bushel.
I'm looking for Corrine Tilly.
Oh, you've come to the right place, then. Corrine is inside. Been there for a few days, dreaming the home's history.
Why do you need to know the house's history? You a historian or on a whim?
I bought this property a short while ago. Paid a pretty penny, I might add. Soon after, I witnessed disturbances. Led me to fear the home might be haunted.
What are the symptoms?
Oh, they vary. Giggling in the night. And furniture moving about in the attic. And last week, well, you shan't believe it, I found human feces in the parlor.
I'd like to go inside, look around.
I don't usually let strangers rummage around my home. Twin swords, though. You're a witcher. You may enter, call that my whim. Truth is, we're already dependent on the black markets, economically.
¿Ha dicho que es el dueño del banco más rico de Novigrado o algo así? Vale, pues nada, vamos a buscar a la soñadora esta. No la apagues. Tío, se escuchan risas, tío.
Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave it.
No veo a nadie. A ver. Vamos a ver qué está pasando aquí.
Put it down, please.
¿Es una niña? ¡Cojones! ¿Quién es esa?
Wake up. It's just a dream.
Un sueño, una polla, un sueño.
The doll. The attic.
All right. Time to check the attic.
Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave it.
Macho, ¿te han violado o qué, chica? Registra el ático.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
Way to the next room's blocked.
Luego cogeré todas estas cosas. Mierda, no puedo pasar. Papel en el que se ha dibujado una cuna. Parece hecho por un niño. Pues el niño dibuja mejor que yo, la verdad.
Strange stuff. A doll. Drawing shows it lying in a cradle. Maybe I should find one.
Deja la muñeca en la cuna. No he visto ninguna cuna, tío.
Stop! Go away! Don't do that. Leave it!
No veo ninguna cuna. Vale, el mapa no sabe nada, tío.
Please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
Ahí arriba otra vez, a ver si está arriba. A lo mejor me la he saltado, pero no la he visto. ¿Qué te ha pasado, Geralt? ¿Te has caído, tío? ¿Te has tropezado tú solo? No, aquí no está la cuna, tío. Luego voy a venir a recoger todo esto, que hay bastantes cosas. Ah, vale, vale, joder, está aquí. Se cerró de golpe. Pues coño, soy un brujo. Creo en fantasmas. Soy un brujo, creo en fantasmas.
Another masterpiece. An oven and a blackened grate. Oh joy. A riddle. Guess I should find an oven.
Dibujo de un horno de pan. Examina el horno. No he visto ningún horno. A ver, arriba no creo que esté, ¿no? Ah, no, coño, si me lo pone otra vez, pero ¿con qué te tropiezas, Geralt? Me pone abajo, inferior. Vale, aquí tiene que estar el horno. Aquí no he pasado yo. Vale, aquí está el horno. ¿A que le han quemado a la chiquilla esa? La quemaron viva, ya verás.
Boo!
Joder, qué susto, coño.
Did I scare you? Scared you, didn't I? Could tell you was scared. Big brave man scared of wee little Sarah. Ain't that funny?
I wouldn't do that anymore if I were you, Sarah. You might scare someone so bad they'll hurt you.
Why would someone hurt me? Having a spot of fun's not allowed anymore.
What are you playing?
That lady fell asleep, and I've sent her some horrible dreams. I'll not her wake neither. I can do that, you know. Funny, isn't it?
Very funny. Thing is, I gotta talk to the dreamer, so I'd like you to let her wake up.
Little Sarah doesn't want her to wake. Little Sarah wants to play.
The way you play, well, it's only ever fun for you.
That's 'cause you're a dullard. All you humans are dullards.
You give the dreamer nightmares and won't let her wake up. Why are you tormenting her?
I'm not tormenting anyone. Scary dreams are great. What I love is when this big hen chases me. Hen's got these red...
Why do you live in a haunted house?
Tell you a secret. The house ain't haunted. Not one bit. I just pretend it is. Make everyone think that. It was sitting there all empty, so I moved in. Bigwig from the bank then came and bought it. I don't like bankers, especially not to live with, so I decided to give him a scare.
Gave the banker a really big scare. See, he paid a lot for this house and won't give it up easily, which is why you need to find another home.
I don't want to! I don't! I won't!
Vamos, o un acuerdo o la he hecho. Bueno, había llegado a un acuerdo, ¿no? Tampoco...
Sarah, Novigrad's no place for a godling. But if you want to live here, that's your business. So let's make a deal.
A deal? What kind?
Leave the dreamer alone. In exchange, I'll tell the banker the house is haunted. For good, no way to lift the curse.
You tell him that? What if he doesn't believe you?
I'm a witcher. He'll believe me.
Yes? Yes? Yes! Do that and I promise not to bother your friend. Not even a little. You're awfully nice, you know.
I don't hear that often. Thanks.
Now go wake that sleepyhead. I won't stop her. She'll get up.
Vale.
But your yellow eyes are a bit frightening. Look, mine are pretty. Good day.
¿Qué haces, niña? Qué fea es, la madre que la parió. Cómo molan las historias, tío, que se inventan en The Witcher. Son la polla, tío. Qué juegazo, por favor. Vamos a saquearlo todo.
Who are you?
Triss Merigold sent me to see you.
Gods. Horrible nightmares. I was supposed to dream the history of this house. Instead, I saw furniture. Hungry furniture that wished to devour me. I know it must sound foolish, but in the dream, well, it was all too real. And not at all amusing.
The work of a godling. She made people believe the house was haunted. Also injected your dreams with her little jokes.
And you managed to wake me. I feel fortunate.
We Witchers have our ways.
I thank you very much. The dreams, they were awful. Any way I can pay you back?
There is, actually. I'm looking for a young woman who was seen in Novigrad.
I can certainly try to help. But I'll need to clear my head first. After those deranged dreams, I feel it's full of cobwebs.
Joder, macho.
Golden Sturgeon. I rent a room there.
All right. See you there.
Pues nada. Iremos a verla. No, tengo que decirle al que ha comprado la casa que está encantada y que se pire de aquí. Otra vez, pero ¿con qué te tropiezas, Geralt? Por favor. ¿Con el cubo este o qué? Buah, tengo que vender la bebida alcohólica, tío. Estoy pillando un montonazo de cosas. Vale. Falta algo que he visto por aquí, sí. Pues nada, vámonos. Vamos a hablar con el hombre este, decirle que está encantado y que se la aspire. Oh, aquí no era. Míralo, pero ¿qué haces? Pero Geralt, por favor. ¿Qué te está pasando?
Truth is, I saw Miss Corinne leave, but she refused to speak to me. Is the matter resolved? Or quite the opposite?
Hostia, esta sería para decirle la verdad, ¿no? No, vamos a mentirle y que se pire de la casa y deje a la criaña tranquila.
A bit of both. A demon had captured Corinne. I managed to free her, but the house is still haunted.
Did Corinne dream of the building's past?
Yeah. Pretty horrid, apparently. Though she refused to talk about it. Nobody should inhabit the place.
So many crowns I paid! Oh, well. It shan't put me in the poorhouse. The second sword, is it in case the first one breaks? Smart.
Vale, pues nada más. Vamos a hablar con Corinne de una vez, joder.
Double chase.
Joder, este que vive lejos. Mira, ¿y este todavía está con las ratas, macho? Mira, salen en fila.
The downfall of civilization, moral decay.
Una misión.
You're daft. Any man will tell you that. We'll see. A witcher? Oh, hear about the notice by chance?
¿Qué anuncio?
Not quite, but what's it about? I hear right, you're going on some voyage and need a companion.
Not just some voyage. Cross the sea. Mark this. When I got pressed into the infantry in 1242, I promised my beloved Let I'd return alive, whole, and with a pearl from Skellige. Not just any pearl either. A black one. The rarest and most precious.
Well, well. Ambitious.
Perhaps. But they were empty words. I came from the war. That one and the next. But I never fulfilled my promise. I time to change that. For if not now, then when? Thing is, I've grown old in the meantime, as you see. Can't manage it alone. Need a strong shoulder to lean on. A Witcher's shoulders as strong as they come. So, what do you say?
¿Pero qué tengo que hacer? ¿Conseguir una perla negra?
Plan's crazier than it is sane, but there's an irresistible charm to it. Offer me some pay and I'll help you out.
Don't you fret about coin. I brought home a good deal of it from various fronts. Say we meet in Skellige by the
Nos vemos en
collapsed bridge near
Skellige.
Arrynbury.
Madre mía.
It's but a hop away from the bed where black pearls are born. Will that work for you?
Sounds fine. See you there.
Vale, vale, pero ya te aviso de que tardaré en llegar, ¿eh? A ver. Madre mía, pues no, ya puede esperar, macho. De aquí a que vaya yo a Skellige. ¿Cuál será? Ah, la perla negra. Pues chico, te queda un buen cacho todavía. Ya puedes esperar. Bueno, ¿esta mujer dónde vive, tío? ¿En el bar? No me jodas. Una putilla.
You always wear tight trousers.
Any needs, master?
Burghers and burgesses of the free city of Novigrad. Master Claytop, that would be me, has the honor to announce the betting is now open.
He entrado aquí yo ya, ¿no?
Known also as Pile Driver is the name of our tavern's champion. Will anyone dare try to defeat?
A ver qué me cuenta decir esta mujer. ¿Cuánto peso tengo? Porque estoy cogiendo... 81 todavía, vale. Hola. Hola, Corín.
I dream in here.
Never witnessed a seance like this before, let alone participated.
I will guide you. We must first achieve a kind of mental accord. I must ask some questions. You must answer them. It's important you're truthful. Answer from your heart.
Your gift. Tell me how it works.
It's hard to describe. To start with, I must gain an understanding of the bond between the person and the object I'm to dream about. I ask questions, try to flesh out feelings, emotions. Truth is essential in this, and though most who come to me acknowledge that, many refuse to speak openly of certain matters. Apart from which, they remain unaware of others, further obscuring things.
What do you see in your dreams?
I don't. It's my client who sees. My gift lies in summoning the right dreams. At times, nightmares or strong desires impose themselves on true events. It takes skill to separate seed from chaff.
Vale. Vamos adelante.
Let's begin.
To start with, tell me a memory you have of this woman.
What for?
Do as I ask, please. I need the strongest, most complete memory you have of...
Ciri. The woman's name is Ciri.
Recuerdo cuando nos conocimos. Me interesa esta o la última. Estuvo a mi lado cuando morí. La primera, tío.
I accepted a job once. Did it. Asked to choose my reward, I invoked the law of surprise. Never thought I'd actually meet the child promised to me at that time. Years later, I was in the Broccolon forest. Happened on a girl there. Didn't know who she was. The Dryads wanted to keep her, turn her into one of their own. But the Waters of Oblivion, they failed in her case. Ciri came out of Broccolon with me. I sent her back to her grandmother then. But already, I felt bound to her.
Hostia, es igual que el libro, tío. Igualito, ¿eh?
By something more.
Thank you. Would you be willing to share another memory?
Sí, ¿por qué no?
Yes.
No need to rush. We have time.
It was in Rivia. The second war with Nilfgaard had just ended. There was still tension in the air. For gods know what reason, race riots erupted in the town. I tried to do something, but couldn't stop a riled crowd. A boy with a pitchfork. He ran it right through my gut. Yennefer lay dying as well. Ciri had us carried onto a boat. We sailed to a place where apple trees bloom eternal. She left us there. That was the last time I saw her.
Is there anything you'd like to add? Another memory, perhaps?
Qué bueno, tío. Qué bueno, tío. Qué bueno. Venga, va, vamos ya. No, no quiero más.
No. Let's continue.
You claim the woman has abilities. Tell me about them.
Joder, la que me va a liar esta mujer.
She's a child of the Elder Blood.
A descendant of Bloody Volker. The rebel burned at the stake.
Sí.
The prophecies claim the world's destroyer will be born of the Firebrand's cursed blood.
Pure legend.
Know when a legend transforms into prophecy? When it gains believers. I think you're right to be reticent in talking about the woman. I see. Do you wish to say more?
No, pesá. Venga, va, sí.
Yeah, there's something else.
Y algo más, Geralt.
I remember Ciri having trouble controlling her abilities. Yennefer tried to teach her to cast simple spells, and Ciri destroyed a shed near the temple where they were. Really upset her, but it was just an old shed. I know it took her a while to gain control, and frankly, I doubt she controls her abilities fully to this day.
I see. Do you wish to say more?
No, pesada.
No. Can we start?
Naturally. I knew you cared about her. But your tone, the emotions you so carefully conceal.
Let's continue, please.
Make yourself comfortable and try to relax. You must take my hand and talk of Ciri. Tell me where you think she might be.
Esas piernas.
If Ciri couldn't find me, I'm sure she would have looked for another friend.
Who do you mean?
Jaskier. ¡Oh! ¡Jaskier! Hombre, si me quiere buscar a mí, seguramente a Jaskier.
Maybe Dandelion. They liked each other a lot.
Oh, mira Jaskier, tío. coño más raro, por favor.
Dreamt of a swallow at first. After that, just nightmares.
At times, the dreams can multiply. Show the past as well as the future.
The swallow. It symbolizes Ciri. She contacted Dandelion. I didn't know he was in town.
The poet. Heard about him. Someone left him the rosemary and thyme in their will.
¿El que le ha dejado el testamento? ¿Eso qué es? ¿Una cantina o algo?
Rosemary and thyme? Where's that?
As you enter the city through the red light district, you come upon a bridge. The rosemary is just past it.
Dandelion inherited a brothel?
So I've heard.
Lo que le faltaba a Jaskier. Lo que le faltaba a Jaskier. Ha heredado un burdel. Es mi héroe, tío. Es el puto amo.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck, Witcher. I hope you find your Ciri.
Vale. Pues vamos a tener que ir al burdel. Hostia, qué ganas tengo de ver a Jaskier, tío. Por favor. Mi coleguita. Hijo puta, que ha heredado un burdel. ¿Será el tío cabrón? ¿Cómo se lo monta?
Hey, Whitey, why'd your hair go white?
The seas are tossing,
I'm happy enough to be
tossing,
drinking
and
at
the
all.
wind keeps blowing and blowing.
A ver si le puedo vender a este toda la bebida que tengo, tío. Mira, ahí están. Oigo peleas, ahí están. Ya vendré a pelear, ya. A ver.
What are you serving?
Te quiero vender la bebida, tío. Vale, leche de vaca no, no. Esto me lo quedaré por si acaso. ¿Y tú qué tienes? Hostia, 80 regeneración de vitalidad, tío. Vale, pues ya está. ¿Y esto que tengo aquí qué es, tío? Ah, zumo de frambuesas. Vale. No, no, mierda, me he equivocado. Joder.
Farewell.
Vale, pues lo vamos a dejar aquí. Y en el siguiente nos vamos al burdel a ver a nuestro coleguita. Y todavía falta encontrar a Zoltan, tío, el enano. ¿Cómo estará? Vale, está por allí. Vale. Pues nada, lo dejamos aquí. ¡Nos vemos! ¡Hasta luego!